Okay, so I figured I'd record this uh, just because this may be the last time anybody ever hears from me. I want to issue a little warning to everybody. Hopefully, the audio is coming through clear enough. So this has happened pretty recently. So this new thing I discovered called the backrooms, and it it's real. Uh, once you once you learn about it, and curiosity killed the cat. Once you learn about it, there's no turning back. If you don't know about it, please don't look it up. Just let this be uh let this be all you know about it. I don't know if you can get affected by it, but just by hearing my recollection, but I want to try to explain everything before my battery dies. So the back rooms, they just this void in the world. Actually, I don't know if it's in the world. I don't know if it's in some other plane of existence or what. All I know is it is real. And how you get there is what they call a no clip, or basically a glitch. Do you know like if you if you were to smack your table, there is a very, very slim chance that all of the molecules in your hand will and the table will miss each other, and your hand will go through the table. Well, that's how it happens. Very slim chance, but I was informed that once you learn about the back rooms, you are then susceptible to falling into them. If you don't know about them, please don't. So, save yourself. Basically, once you learn about the back rooms, your chances of doing that become a lot higher. Just don't do it. I was uh, I was looking stuff up on the back rooms because I'm very interested. Was very interested now. All I care about is getting back home. I went. Let's really back for a little bit. There behind my house, there are woods, mountains, which I do frequent, and there's trails from way back in the day. Little trails that I guess people used to walk and stuff, and they lead around the whole mountain up to the top and through them and whatnot. And I was just walking up one of the trails, and I looked up, seen some crows flying over. Woods, dense, pines, poplars, oaks, leaves, snow covering the ground. Snow starting to melt, so it's a little bit icy and stuff. I took a step. I didn't look at I didn't look at the floor. I didn't look at the forest floor. Straight through, fell down right on my side. Hurt bad. What I saw was uh, not good, not good at all. Um, I was in shock. I did not think it could be real, but it is. I fell. It wasn't a super long fall, but enough to hurt. Enough to uh, dish out some bruises. Um, I fell and it was just a big warehouse. I had no idea where I was at. I'd never seen this place before. I thought I was dreaming. I tried to wake myself up, pinching myself. But a fun fact: if you want to know if you are in a lucid dream or not, check the time on your watch or your phone. If it changes every time you check it, you're in a dream. If it doesn't, well, needless to say, you are in reality. So, I checked it. It was noon. I checked it again, and it was still noon. Not, not good. Not ideal. It was gray, cement, non polished, non sealed cement, rough cement. It looked like a giant enclosed parking garage, and it echoed every time you took a step. It was so hollow. It echoed. I didn't know where I was at. I was scared. I honestly did not automatically think about the backrooms. I thought I was in a dream. I started to look around once I realized I was not in a dream. And then it dawned on me. God. I was in the backrooms. And from what I had read, the possibility of getting out was slim to none. And that recollection alone was the scariest part, knowing that I may never get out of here, knowing that there wasn't much I could do to get out. And how it came about that I had learned that you can only get in if you know about them, if you do research on how people get in and how people get out, and you know a lot about them, it becomes open to you. I met somebody down there, another human. Basically, skin and bones. He was nice. He had he had come to terms with he was never getting out of there. Ow. Sorry, my hand's a little hurting. And he told me that he had been doing extensive research on the backrooms once he found out about them. And he had tried and tried to get out, and he just couldn't. He said he was too weak to try anymore. But he told me how. He told me that there was a possibility of getting back out and what to do. He's still down there somewhere. I don't know where, but I'll remember him to the day I die. He saved me. Once you're in the back rooms, I think from all of the accounts I've read, whether they were true or not, because I don't know anymore. I don't know what's true and what's not. The back rooms are different for everybody. Can be different. Not necessarily have to be different. But maybe it's geographical, right? Nonetheless, you have to keep moving. I didn't run into any otherworldly being. It was just an empty void. Concrete jungle. Your thoughts echoed. That's how empty and void it was. Bright lights. Big fluorescent tubes. Dark and light gray concrete. Floor to ceiling. Walls. Hallways. Everywhere. To get out. This is what he told me. You have to keep moving and pay attention to the echo. Your echo will change as you're walking. You know, if you are in like the mountains and you clap or you yell really loud, if you're in a valley or somewhere that's vast and open, it'll echo 2 or 3 times and then dissipate. When you first drop into the back rooms, it echoes at least 10 times. There's so much echo. It's unbelievable. You have to keep moving. You listen to your echo. You must keep count of the echoes you hear. You yell out. The first time I heard 9. I heard 9 echoes when I first met the guy. You have to run and run, yell, listen for the echoes. Once your echoes get less and less, you're going in the right way, the right direction. I was moving, running. feel so sorry for that guy. Anyway, uh, I ran down hallways and hallways, left, right, left, right. I don't know if there's a pattern there, or there's a correct pattern or what, but uh, I was just going left and right until I heard one less echo of my voice. And then I started sprinting in that direction. I was there for 3 days. My feet blistered, pulled muscles, dehydrated. Eyes were burning from the fluorescent lights. I was very lucky to only be there for 3 days. But once you're there, you really you lose hope. You lose hope. I was very lucky that my phone didn't die, or I wouldn't have been able to keep track of the time. I got out and it was on 10%. Had to find a charger, you know. But as I crept closer and closer, the echoes become shorter and shorter, less and less. You eventually come. Oh my God. Your hallways become shorter and shorter as your echoes do. And eventually you find a room where it's still concrete, still fluorescence. Eventually you come to a room where it's one way in, one way out. And your voice no longer echoes. It sounds hollow, but it does not echo. It is then where you have, you have to keep moving before, now. You have to try to no clip out on purpose. No matter what that is, walking, touching the walls, punching the walls, the ceiling, whatever that may be. But the significance of this room is you are at the closest point of return that you can be. It's your only way back in. Your voice doesn't echo, not because you're in an enclosed room, but you're right next to your world, to coming back to Earth, to coming back to this plane of existence. And when I tell you, I jumped, I paced, I touched every square inch of that room. I mean it. I touched everywhere for hours and hours. The blisters from running, the pulled muscles from running were nothing compared to what happened. The bottoms of my feet, the soles of my feet were raw. My shoes were wore out. My hands were raw, red, bleeding, covered in concrete dust. My knuckles broken, raw. You really don't know what you will do for survival until you're in that situation. I would have literally walked my feet off to get back into this world. And I'm so grateful that I did, with minimal damage. In this version of the backrooms, there wasn't anything chasing you, trying to kill you or anything like that. There's something much greater. Your own mind. You have to fight. Fight against your instinct to quit. Fight against your instinct to give up. And do not give up. You can't. If you do, then you're not getting out. Eventually. I've never been so grateful to fall to the ground. To fall on cold, frozen ground in my entire life. As I was feeling along one of the walls in the back rooms, my hand started to go through toward the edge of the wall where it meets the floor. I stuck my hand through, and then I crawled through. The space was big enough once I started to no-clip, I could just go on through. And I fell to the forest floor again. Not in the same spot where I had entered, though. I had been all over this woods behind my house many times with my dad, by myself. Didn't matter. I didn't know it like the back of my hand, but I knew it really well. And where it dropped me back out, I'm going to theorize that the back rooms and this world are connected. More so than we think. Because how far I ran in the back rooms, I am going to assume is how far away it spit me out, which was probably, between all the zigzagging stuff, a mile, maybe more. It's a long way to the top of the mountain from my house, and I've gone there many times. And then you can go down the other side and go up another mountain. It dropped me back off at the top of that second mountain. Granted, I'd only been there a few times. It took me a little bit to figure out where I was. It took me a little bit to figure out which way to go back home. The reason I'm scared this might be my last time somebody hears from me is something that guy told me. The backrooms doesn't want you to leave. It's not meant for you to get out. You can, but it wants you back. So, please, whoever's listening to this, if you don't know about the backrooms, please do not don't go down that rabbit hole, please. It's a scary place. It's not good. It's not good at all. I apologize if I've been all over the place. I just wanted to get this out of there while I can. So, thank you for listening. I recorded this as soon as I got back. As soon as I seen my house, I broke down. My feet hurt so bad when I finally got home and settled down. I will never be the same again. I will always be paranoid. And that's the real demon that's chasing you. No matter where you go, how fast and how far you run, you can never escape your mind. When you go into those back rooms, you really, really have to fight your mind. When you come out of those back rooms, you really have to keep on fighting. Because now I'm afraid to walk. I'm afraid to do anything. I don't want to go back there. I wouldn't wish that on my worst enemy. Just be careful out there, okay?